Hello, everyone. How you doing?
Hello.
What's going
Good
on, fellas?
evening.
How's your day been? I know Sean's just coming off the work train, and Andrew, well, he's been adjusting his camera for before we got on.
Pretty much, yeah.
That sounds like
Cause,
fun.
cause I'm in a whole new world,
A world with sunlight he never knew.
right?
What's up, Chepe? Welcome. We got a few things today. I got two boxes that I gotta open up today. What up, Tats?
Me
Um,
too.
Andrew actually has something that he got in the mail that I don't think he knows what it is. Or do you know?
I know what both of them are. Yeah.
Oh, you know what they both are. Okay, cool.
Yep.
And then Sean is just Sean. He's got stuff to open.
Mm,
Well,
yes.
I'm just looking at one of my recent purchases. I'm so happy to have it. It's part of my collection now, and I'm just so proud of it.
I bet you are.
His favorite Captain America, the Chippendales Captain America.
yes,
Uh,
Magic Mike Captain America.
that's what I said about it.
Mm-hmm.
How is everyone doing?
It's been a good day. I spent part of the day actually rummaging through all my extra anime stuff and getting ready for to move that stuff in a future auction. It's not gonna be. It probably won't be for like another 2-3 weeks after SDCC or FunCon or whatever you want to call it.
I don't
Oh,
know
yeah.
why they're doing like one right after the other.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It just seems
Clueless.
a bit overkill. But
That's what I was thinking.
it is what it is.
It is.
you
It
know how
is.
that stuff goes, man. But tomorrow is the box of fun. We should all be getting emails for that soon. We're just gonna wait a little bit because I haven't gotten a chance to send out the stuff because I've been prepping something since I was talking to you, Sean, and I hadn't really gotten to finish it. Uh, but by the way, I did find that stuff that was lost. I had put it inside I had put it inside another bag just so I wouldn't like leave it in the boxes. So and
Wait. So you put something away somewhere so you wouldn't lose it, and then you lost it, and then you found it.
I didn't put it away so I wouldn't lose it. I put it over there so I wouldn't have it inside all because remember I told you have all those band boxes.
Yeah.
I didn't want it mixed up in there.
Uh,
So I put it somewhere else, and I completely forgot I put it there. But as soon as I hung up with you, I looked in there and I was like, "Oh, there it is!" Literally right
Nice.
after I hung up with you. But yeah,
You can't do two things at once. Can't look and talk on the phone at the same time.
you should see what happens when each doing both.
Hey, can you mute the phone? Hey, mute me.
Hey, the proper. How you doing?
Yeah, mute me.
Yeah, I got you. So Andrew's muted right now. He's having what's up, proper? Welcome. But yeah, I was supposed to go and pick something up at the mall today, but that didn't happen because the kiddo's still feeling a little bit under the weather. I thought she was getting out of it, but apparently no. It's been, and it's strange too because it's like partial of the day she feels fine, and then the stomach pains kind of kick in.
Maybe she's allergic to something.
Well, I've limited her diet ever since she started getting the pain like the next day.
Mm-hmm.
So, today we're just kind of going over a few things that have been going on, and I got a few packages, and Andrew's got a few packages to open up. By the way, has everybody seen the new style symbiotes from the Venom movie? Like how they're like really glossy.
Yeah, I saw them. It's like somebody sprayed them with spray varnish.
Yeah, like I get it. Like I remember in the original movie that they did, like the first Venom movie, they were kind of shiny, but I don't think it was necessary to do all that. It's kind of strange.
Well, I don't know. I personally don't really care for them. They look. I don't know. They just don't look good.
They look strange. They do. I'll pull it up right now. And we can talk. We can talk about that.
Well, the proper. Apparently, it's going to be $100.
Yeah, the box should be $100. At least that's what we've has been gone around for a bit.
Yeah.
Also
100.
they have shown its possibility is El Chavo, like for the Freddy's. Apparently, the possibility is El Chavo, which is like kind of Latin America's Gilligan a little bit, but more actually probably more more impactful, I guess you could say, because till this day they still have like shows dedicated, like renewed shows dedicated to it.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have the Freddie Mercury. Well, Freddie is Freddie Mercury. Then you have the soccer, the tennis, and baseball. I think it is Freddie.
Yeah.
There's
I
one.
I
There's one
I
I'm missing, I think, but I can't remember.
I want the Freddie Mercury so badly. I would say something. I would say something nice to somebody, anybody that I don't like, just to get it.
Which one? The Freddie is Freddie Mercury.
Oh yeah, damn Skippy, man! I would do anything for it.
I
Hell,
think
I would even go into work and act like I enjoy it.
it's like a 500 piece, isn't it? Something like that.
I have no idea. I mean, I have a Freddie Funko Vault Boy that only took me what, better part of what? Let's see, when was that came out? 2006, and I got it now, so 5 years, half a decade.
Yeah. Well, I know. I believe it's about 500 pieces. Somebody was talking to me about it, and that's kind of like the only reason they wanted it. But that's how that goes.
Andrew, we'll take you off mute when you can tell me what color my shirt is. I think it's fair.
Is he ready to come back? Wave.
Well, yeah, he was doing hand motions.
Oh well, I was looking down and reading the chat. I got you, buddy. Hold on.
See, now if you had a 55-inch TV, you could look at everything at once.
I do, and I can't still see.
Yeah. So what you're saying is you want my older TV, the one that was broken? Okay, got it.
Does it play? Does it play music?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll take it. I don't need the picture.
People come into your house. What the hell is with this TV? What do you mean by radio?
No, it'd be the strangest robbery ever.
Wait, this don't work? Hell no, dude! I don't need the screen.
I was actually watching somebody. This guy does
Joke's on you.
volunteer. He's a landscaper, and he does volunteer by cutting people's lawns that can't afford, like, have large properties. Like
Hey, Christina.
they don't have the right equipment to cut it. So he's driving down the highway and he sees this property and it's just overrun. So he pulls in the driveway and he starts cutting the grass for free. And then someone comes over and goes, "You know that house is owned by the bank, right?" It's like he's like, "Oh, I'll still cut it."
Screw that.
Hey, NYC Pops, I have all your stuff. I just I'm gonna put it in a box tonight, and I will have it shipped. I should have it shipped out tomorrow after work, because I'm gonna run to the post office, and then I'm going to head home for my 2-year anniversary live stream tomorrow.
You got a big day tomorrow for sure. It's gonna be an interesting day.
Shouldn't be too bad. I mean, I think the fun part is basically go to work, get that thing done, and then hurry home. Maybe grab like a 45-minute power nap, and then get up and do what I need to do.
Get her done.
It'll be $1,000. It'll be $1,000 NYC Pops, or the Freddie Mercury. Oh my god, too many Freddies in that title. Freddie Funko is Freddie Mercury.
Wow.
Andrew, Christina says marshmallow. I made
s'mores.
Huh? Oh, s'mores.
Marshmallow. I made s'mores at Fritos.
Oh, okay.
I'm guessing.
Oh yeah, because her and Dana were hanging out. I saw the picture.
You guys want to hear something? I've never had a s'more.
Awesome.
You know what? Neither have I. At least not one that actually was like made right there. I've had those pre-made ones, but that's not it's not the same.
At my cousin's farm, they bought all the fixings for s'mores, and the kids were making them.
Mm-hmm.
But by that point, I was so socially lubed, shall we say, that I just wasn't hungry. I was like literally, sitting there, look, because I live in the city, right? So out in the country, you can see the stars. I'm like, oh wow, and I'm naming like all the constellations, and the one guy goes, "You're the most boringest drunk in the world." Just
It happens. It happens when I'm inebriated. Leave me alone.
That's funny. I don't. Okay, when I drink, I don't get too crazy, but I do get a little bit loose, and it also depends what I drink in certain things. for sure.
I remember somebody asking, he's like, "Why do they call it Fireball whiskey?" And as soon as the bottle's empty,
Fireball.
my cousin takes takes a little piece of stick out of the fire and just taps the side of the Fireball whiskey bottle, and you see, and he goes, and that's why they call it Fireball whiskey.
Oh man,
I remember
that's some
walking
good
into a
stuff.
bar in Hoboken. They actually had like giant containers of Fireball that you basically had tap and it was frozen, like it was cold.
Hmm.
Huh.
Oh,
Yeah,
don't drink fire. You can't drink Fireball warm. It is disgusting.
and
Oh,
basically people would like go in there and just for the shots of like straight from the tap.
We used
hmm.
to now as I get older, I call Fireball whiskey university Kool-Aid. Because like every party I went to in my 20s that was like with frat kids, Fireball was there along with Absolute. It's like the
When
two.
Oh yeah.
I didn't even know about Fireball until probably my mid-20s. I didn't really mess with it. And when you know what? It's funny when I started going to clubs stateside is when I started saying Fireball because I didn't really like clubbing stateside. I kind of like when I was in other countries. I feel like it's more there's always more freedom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was able to get in when I was underage.
Yeah.
No,
The
we used to.
biggest. Go ahead, Sean.
Sorry. No, I was just gonna say no. Because I went to college when I was 24, so I was about 6 to 5 years older than most of the students in my first year class, and
Hmm.
so they were getting the drinking, and I'm sitting there going, "Is this what you guys are drinking?" Yes. Oh, okay. There's better stuff out there for the same price.
Right. The biggest drink when I was out partying was UV and lemonade. UV and lemonade. I was like, this is awful. What are you guys doing? I hated it. Bad stuff.
Lumini, I can work.
I,
Uh,
I enjoy it, but it wouldn't be my first choice.
no,
Well,
it
no,
is.
but when
I think Andrew just froze.
Yeah, he just froze. And he'll be back soon. Oddly enough, it froze on him, and there's nobody home. Like there's nobody home. I don't even know if somebody could.
Let's hope it doesn't unfreeze and he's like slumped over.
Yeah, well, I'll keep him in the back, and I'll keep an eye on him. Oddly enough, he's one of the people who's gonna be opening something. What? By the way, what are you most excited about tomorrow? What you get? Let me look forward to anything from FunCon. For FunCon, the Star Wars one, the Imperial Commando, that one completely forgot that was a Rebels pop. So that's one I missed when I did my In Search of originally.
Well, pull it up. Is it available in Canada?
I don't. Oh wait, I think I still have the images saved here.
You
But
should.
definitely that one and Blade and Fat Gum, obviously.
Well,
Gang
I mean,
Orca.
all real Blade fans have to have it.
Oh, shut your dirty trap. The
Uh,
Captain America diecast as well. Although apparently that thing weighs like 2 pounds. So
EB Games has it. So
which one?
the Imperial.
Oh, okay. So yeah, basically, yeah.
Now does the US GameStop have it? Because there's a difference between the two.
No, the GameStop is. I mean the.
No, GameStop has it too.
Does it?
Yep. It's right beside Homer.
I can't. Well, we all don't have, like you said, 60-inch screens and to look at stuff. So I
Well,
can't.
that and some of us need glasses and some of us don't.
Oh, shut up, shut up. But yeah, so basically for me it's Fat Gum, Orca, Blade, and the Imperial Commando.
But the proper, I actually have to disagree with you. You have to get the other Blade because true Blade fans are going to have both. I mean, only fake fans will want the other one.
I don't have the original Blade, so I still need it. I still need it.
I told you, you're welcome to have it. You just got to come here and collect it.
By the way, you keep saying that I'm gonna show up there. I'm gonna.
You know what? I have over 1,000 pops. It's hidden somewhere on that wall. You have a 1 in 1,000 chance of finding it.
Well, you said you have to go into work, so it'll give me time.
Oh, I'd work from home. You crazy? I ain't leaving you in my place alone. Ain't stupid. Come home and find like all my shelves empty with a note. I owe you some pops.
some.
But okay, so basically that's mine. The two My Hero ones, Blade, the Imperial Trooper, and the Cap. That's the main ones I really want. out of all of those that I mentioned, I definitely want Fat Gum and I definitely want the Imperial Trooper. Those are my top two. Um, Sean, what about for you? What's your your top? Well, your whole list and your. You want me to pull it up? I can pull it up.
Yeah, actually, because I don't even have it off the top of my head right now.
There you go.
Well, I would want Dr. Fate, Blade, Movie the Cow, Rocketeer, Black Noir, and hold on a second here. Well, I want Stargirl, but the problem is that I'd have to win the lottery to get it.
What's up, Humpty? What's up, Nay?
That's
What's up,
that's the problem. I would have
Yeah.
to win the lottery to get it. So I'm working on the basis of if I don't win the lottery. If I won the lottery, yeah, I try for Stargirl. Now I already have 2 of these pops ordered, so I don't have to worry about getting Movie and the Rocketeer.
Hmm.
So the only thing I'm really worried about getting is the what do you call it? Black Noir, Blade, Dr. Fate will be easy enough because that's going to be a Sunrise Records
Well,
release.
let's switch over here so you can look at that.
Yeah. Oh, shite. I forgot. I got to pick up Danger Mouse, but that isn't for me. That's for somebody else. And I forgot about White Lantern, Sinestro.
So, and Andrew, anything that's DC or Batman, right? Well, anything Batman. Oh, and he's frozen again.
I have to admire Andrew, his ability and resolve to stay still so much.
You know. So, by the way, so now that we've kind of given our rundown, what is everybody's in the chats kind of want for their FunCon? And also for the box of fun, is there anything specifically from that you would want? I was sure on yes.
We tried to get him to wear the paper bag too, but he refused.
Yeah, whatever.
He'd be a Walgreens exclusive.
Somebody made that joke and they made the whole thing about the chase being with without a shirt. I was like, you kind of got that backwards if you think about it, because the more rare thing would be for me to have one on. Let's see. What's up, Matt Hatter?
Hey, Matt Hatter, what's up?
Seeing. Yeah, and it's good to have you here. I'm really like I said, I always appreciate anybody who comes by while we're acting the fool and looking at pops, kind of checking out what's going on. I'm glad to see a lot of people talking about acting the fool. I'm glad to see a lot of people's accounts have been reactivated after the mess that was the past week.
Right.
Jesus, man, that was. My greatest fear was not the Black Light Pops, the Alice in Wonderland stuff that I bought.
No.
Did your account get frozen, Andrew?
No, I actually looked and it didn't get frozen.
Well, that's good.
But I didn't get the email for it either.
It's probably like because all right. So I saw another YouTuber that he wasn't getting emails, and his account wasn't blocked, and he hasn't been getting emails since NYCC last year, right?
Yeah, that was my problem.
And apparently the reason that he wasn't getting emails was because he was buying stuff, but he didn't have his email registered to his account. Like not his email, his address, like his actual address. He didn't have it connected to his account, so that's why he was never receiving the emails. And apparently now he's receiving, oh, would you like to join, blah blah, all that stuff. He's getting it now. So something so minor can affect your status with those emails.
Well, I'll have to go in and check that.
Hey Sharon, how you doing?
Hey Sharon.
By the way, Sean, I actually talked to Bev the other day, and she said everything came in fine.
That's good.
Yeah, and it went pretty quick. I was surprised how fast.
Yeah, I have some stuff coming in from Los Angeles, and it's already on its way to BC. And I put the order through I think Thursday.
That says he wants the MHA post. Oddly enough, the person who's trying to help me with that actually is starting to like one of the main pops I want. I was like, that hurts my feelings a little bit.
Well, considering I ended up getting what do you call it, the lottery offer for both Europe and US, so I'm really hoping, knocking on wood, I don't get both at the same time. That would suck.
Oh yeah, especially because it's the same through the same email, isn't it?
It's to the same email, but that's irrelevant. The part that would make a problem is the fact that anything going, because the UK decided to leave the EU. Anything over $60, you end up having to pay import fees, and they are not cheap. So,
Yeah.
I honestly don't know. Anybody who got the email, it would tell them what time it began at. It's probably
What
going to be
time does the box of fun start? I don't. I can read the email that we all got. In a few. Just give me a minute. I'll pull it up. Let's see. I was just trying to finish off this post real quick because I was working on that from like almost half an hour before we even got on, but I didn't. Then I had to go grab something to eat because I hadn't eaten nothing all day.
Yeah, well, when I had to leave, I didn't know that the wife was dropping off Pizza Ranch pizza. So I was like, "Oh, thank you for dinner." I didn't even know it.
That's funny. Let's see.
Somebody knocking at the door. I don't know who it is. I always answer the door with a weapon.
rough neighborhood.
Yeah. Well, you never know. Let's just say there's some things that's happened in extended family that you never know who might show up at your door. So
I'm checking the Toys R Us website just to see what if they've started to put the placeholders for any of the SDCC stuff, and they still have Zoolander from last year. Does anybody want Zoolander? Anybody?
nah.
Come on.
But yeah, let me know because I really need the TDK and the Batman. Anybody wants to give the assistance, I'll be grateful.
Well, I'll do it for quadruple the price. Sounds fair.
Yeah. Anyone else? I'll take anyone else.
It says on July 26th, you will receive an email 5 minutes before your time slot opens. This will have your password and your link to the event.
Yeah, I'm screwed.
This is what the hell is okay? This is the only way to access your event. You cannot access the event from the Funko.com. You must use the link in the email. Let's see. During checkout, you must use the same email, blah, blah, the usual same email, same address you signed up with, basically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, it takes me longer than 5 minutes to sign in, so I'm screwed.
Express Pay options will be closed. So basically, yeah. So have your credit card on hand or set to Google, on Google, which most people do.
Yeah.
Each box is themed to one of the teams competing in Fun Days games. There is the
Little
Funko
Monster.
Force,
Hey,
Pop
Draw.
Rangers, Protopunk, and Fanatic Fury. Yeah. Apparently, the shipments will arrive in 2 parts. The first parts will be the box of fun. It'll be in here in time for like the actual live event. Apparently, I guess they're doing something like an actual show for it.
Well, they're supposed to be sending the first half of the box, but then apparently the Freddies are supposed to be coming second in a different box.
Yeah,
from what I've heard.
They don't actually say like what time. Oh, it's right here. You'll be shopping at 9 a.m. My time is 9 a.m.
9 a.m. Yep.
Pacific time.
Okay, so that would be like what, 1 o'clock your time? 12 o'clock?
Yeah, something like that.
I thought it was 12. Maybe I'm wrong. It's 9, and that'd be 10, 11. Yeah, it'd be 12 o'clock you guys' time.
So Quickie, what's up, Nadia?
I was gonna say, Andrew, there's only 3 time zones.
Well, there's Pacific, Rocky, Central, and Eastern. There's 4.
Yeah, but there's only like a half an hour difference on the others.
It'll be fine.
And most businesses don't even recognize them. They only recognize the 3 majors.
It's the same.
Honestly, I like the I believe it's the Funko Force one where he's like the knight. That's probably my favorite one out of the set. Sean, I'm sure I know which one's your favorite.
The Punk.
The Proto Punk.
Yep.
Which I kind of like how each one of them has like their unique style of the crown. Like the cowboy has it on his like on the actual hat. The tornado is like scary because it looks like it can break off at any moment because it's like on the tip of it. Uh, the knight is probably the least whatchamacallit.
Desirable.
No, not desirable because I like it, but like
Mm,
it's more simple. It's literally just a crown on his head.
no, gotcha.
Yeah. Um. Oh my God! I know people have been a little bit upset if you're a My Hero fan about the actual like. There's apparently a new Bakugo being released that is pretty much just an arm has moved to the front,
Yep.
Ooh.
yeah, it's the same as SDCC except that an arm is different. Like that's gotta hurt for
Mhm.
anybody who's overpaid for those. That's definitely gotta hurt a little bit. Like I
Yep.
don't care. I don't care how much money you willing to waste on those. But not it's not waste, but spend because I like I said I collect them, so I can't really say waste. But
Well,
if
Yeah.
you pay a certain amount for it and then you see that, that's gonna hurt a little bit. So that's what they look like. Like and the Protopunk has basically the spikes of his hair are kind of like a crown, which is actually pretty interesting.
I'm looking right now. There are people still trying to sell their Funte spots for lowest prices, like $560, and the highest was over 1,500.
That's insane.
It was. I seen one the other day for 300, but that's crazy. It's getting closer though too.
Yeah. Well,
Also, the Venom obviously dropped today, and
Yep.
I completely missed out on it. There's the cap in the what's it called wow
I'm sorry to hear that, Quick Draw.
the diecast captain. What happened? I missed. Uh, mm, I'm good. Been taking care of my little dog. She had a bladder infection. Oh man, that sucks, man.
Oh,
Sorry.
that sucks, bud.
Yeah, actually, I had a scare like that recently with my dog, but apparently it was just that he had eaten some grass.
Well, that means his stomach's upset.
Yeah, well, he's because he's a lot older.
Mm-hmm.
He's got to be almost 12 years old now,
Um,
close to it at least.
that diecast cap though is that thing is
Yeah,
heavy, man. I can only imagine shipping it.
yeah.
Well, what I heard is it's 1.1 pounds. With the rest of it around it, it's like 1.7 pounds
Yep.
or something like that. That's just crazy.
And because most shipping places always round up,
Yep.
they'll
You're
round.
going to two.
Uh, if you haven't seen the spoilers to this, you'll check that out.
Oh God,
Yeah.
I've never been so annoyed over a. I'm hoping the shirt and the button redeems it. That's all I have to say.
There you go. There is the Bakugo, which basically they took away one flame, one blast, and put it up front, and put the other one
Oof.
up front. It's just basically what they did.
Yeah, same body, same pose, just articulated the arms differently.
Yeah, and took away one of the blasts because I believe the other one has double blast.
It does. I have it on the shelf somewhere here.
Yeah, mine's over there, so I can't get to it. It's on that shelf. Uh,
I still haven't watched that yet.
I watched it already. It's not bad. It's if you take it for what it is, it's not bad.
So this Dom character is he all about family and
Shut it.
Oh.
so full of hatred. Oh, those are Angs.
Yeah,
And Iron
apparently they got
Patriots.
another restock of those. I already got my metallic gang. I'm not worried about it. I shelled out some of money for it, but not a lot. I didn't pay the crazy 100 whatever people were asking for initially.
Mm.
This is apparently somebody's looking for a trade for one of these. If they can find one of the chases, you can get a decent deal for the trade. So, well, I'm hoping I get one of these for sure. The Blue Spirit. I saw somebody got like a crappy glow on one of theirs, and it took them like weeks to get it dealt with.
Jesus.
Let's see. I know there was something else that was kind of announced not too long ago. Well, there's the actual how it's supposed to glow, but okay, I don't know. Can you see my cursor here?
Yeah.
Okay, so the one that was defective, basically this horn was glowing, and like this tooth, and like one piece of an eyebrow, and that's it. Nothing else was glowing, and
Oh
apparently,
shit.
and, like the company was giving like a hard time to the person trying to fix get that situation fixed.
Well, I'm glad I bought mine. I bought the bundle.
Well, we all know how this went down today, gone in a matter of minutes.
I still want to get one. It sucks being
Yeah.
on this side of the border. At least if I on my days off, I gladly travel to Targets and look them up.
Yeah, but the problem is here's the thing. At least in Jersey, every Target is like 45 minutes away from the other minimum.
Jeez.
Yeah, but in Buffalo, there's at least 4 Targets I can travel to within
Oh,
within about 20 minutes of each other.
This is
Yeah, I
something I
got.
sent to Andrew today. The Batman Walmart exclusive
Cowl.
cowl.
Yep, I purchased it.
This whole thing right here is probably going to be the most tedious thing ever, just because this is the tallest stand I've seen for one of these things, at least that I've built, and I've only built 2 of them. Let me get back to this.
What
There's
I
only 4. There's only 4 of them: Venom, Carnage, Iron Man, and now Batman.
No, there is
think
Vader,
there- I was gonna say there's some Star Wars one. Ain't there a
Oh,
Boba
okay.
Fett?
a few stormtroopers. There's like
Oh, okay.
different troopers. There's Boba Fett. I think there's R2D2 as well.
Is there? I didn't know about that one.
Yeah, I heard about it yesterday. It's relatively new.
Okay.
I think that's it.
Wait. Go back to that Iron Man. So, disc collector, disc pops, discotheque, whatever the hell he's calling himself now these days. The guy does relatively, I would say, okay glow pictures.
Yeah.
How the hell did he screw up that glow picture on the Iron Man? It literally looks like it's just shoved into a mailbox slot, and he
Hold
took a
on.
picture of it.
I'll pull it up again. Let's see. After this, we'll start opening some of our boxes.
Boxes.
There we go. Okay.
See?
Yeah, and it looks like he just shoved it inside of where his pops are.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not.
Oh no, it looks like somebody else's picture.
Oh, okay, all right. I was gonna go.
Funko Fantasy something. Yeah.
I was gonna say, Jesus, I can take a better picture.
Yeah, and apparently the only thing that glows is this,
The arc reactor and the eyes.
in the eyes, which is kind of weak. Like, I don't really think this was necessary to be a glow.
Eh.
It's like let's slap a glow sticker and make the minimal effort.
Well, there's maximum effort and then there's minimum effort.
This is one of the glow pops that just came out, which I didn't get because it's ridiculous. Like, I already have a version of this. There's no reason to get another.
I was going to get a Turbo Man, but a very large Austrian beat the living snot out of me for it. So,
What are you talking about?
Austrian.
No, I get it. I get what he's saying, but I don't.
Quick Draw was asking, did anybody get Turbo Man? And I was just explaining to him that I didn't get it.
Oh, okay. I'm like, what? What are you talking about?
Where's this coming from?
I got the reference. Yeah, that wasn't that hard to figure out.
I was going to go, if you don't get the reference, I'm sorry, LBD. There's really nothing else I can do for you.
No, I get the reference. But I'm saying, like, I didn't know where the topic came from because I don't see the Turbo Man in that list at all.
I'm lost and I don't know what he's talking about.
Please help me.
What team are you picking for the box of fun?
The boring one.
I like the Funko Force, which I believe was the Knight. If I'm not mistaken.
I'm gonna go blind box.
And then I know Sean's privy to Proto-Punk. But at the end of the day, if I miss out on the Funko Force, I'll try to get the Proto-Punk just to try to help Sean out with that one.
And if you don't, it's cool. I mean, it's not the first time you failed me out of Funko purchase. I mean,
you know what? I should just have like eye rolls on reserve for you at this point.
It's okay. It's like the other day when I gave my mom that. My mom likes the those. I guess you call them ad icons, like the ones where it's like the can of Coke and
The
stuff.
foodies,
The foodie ones. Okay, yeah. So
Not
I
foodie.
got her the cherry Coke one because she had the original Coke, and she's like, "Oh, I got it." And I said, "Yeah, I don't know why you like it." I rolled my eyes at her, and she looks at me. She goes, "Why are you rolling your eyes?" I said, "For 5 years, you've been rolling your eyes at the stuff I've been buying, and now when I buy you something, I have the right to roll my eyes. I have an entire shelf of eye rolling, just waiting to be used."
You know those things are like glorified Shopkins is all I see them as. To be
Basically,
honest.
No. In the 90s, they had these food products that were anamorphic, and they were like done up like military fatigues.
Oh God.
That's what it reminds me of.
Oh,
Oh no, oh
man.
no. Ken's here. We can't talk about them. So yeah,
Okay.
at no point during this live stream did I say that I was selling these Alice in Wonderland black light pops to somebody else.
what's up, Ken?
Oh.
You know what? You make that joke, but
What's up,
if
Ken?
Ken's here, I'm pretty sure Lori's right somewhere, and she hears you. She's gonna come real quick.
She might be at work. You
You
never
know, it's
know.
fine. I got a 4-hour head start.
The border first.
I'd go to Detroit. Plenty of places to hide. A lot of abandoned buildings.
That ain't no shit.
Yeah, let me put this pop away before I.
Really? But Quick Draw, your fans only show you in pink all the time.
Yeah, customizing a 5,000 piece pop? No, thank you.
Ooh.
No, thank
No.
you.
I like that. She's in bed, but that might wake her from the dead.
Yeah, I would say so. So first thing this is a box from Zobi. Sean was there when I made this purchase. I wasn't actually sure if I won the purchase.
Oh, this was for the exclusive Hello Kitty, right?
Oh yeah, whatever.
I'm not gonna shame you. I legally can't.
Brony.
I still like that documentary. The guy that's like out in the like one of the I forget what southern state drives a pickup truck, looks like a true cowboy, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm a brony, and I don't care if my friends know about it now." And I'm sitting there going, "Oh, I think you will."
I like how they ship these in bubble bags.
That's to put on your feet when you're done with it.
Oh shit!
It's okay, Andrew. The other day, today, I found out that they actually make flip flops that have cleats. Where, as I'm saying to LBD, where in God's green earth are you going to be that you need that extra traction but no foot protection?
all terrain sand dunes, I guess.
What do I use when I go on live? I use a Canon M50 camera along with a Yeti mini microphone, and I have a light screen just off to the side of me because I have natural light coming in through the window.
Fancy.
Yes. I'm so fancy.
Oh God, no! Please, you're good. You're good.
It's been a little bit harder to get out than I expected.
Serve your life.
And that's how Leah is made.
There you go. There we go. Oh,
You're not supposed to eat it.
Actually, the camera LBD is using is a similar one I used to use before I bought this camera.
Yeah, I forget what the name of it, but it was a Logitech, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a Logitech C90, I believe.
C99 to something.
Oh, my apologies, my lord.
Oh, actually, I like that. I didn't even realize he did it in orange, which makes sense with his hair color. It goes pretty well. Yeah.
Actually, I do have something I can open. Hold on a second. Because I don't normally do box and a pop videos because, quite frankly, it's pop in a box. 1 second.
But yeah, I got this at an auction they did live on their Facebook page. I got it for $50, man, and a lot of these things sell for like 150, $120.
What
That's a
is
good
it?
deal.
I
It's
missed
the
it.
cool bar from Yu Yu Hakusho. It's
Oh, okay.
one of the few
Yeah.
I'm missing signed of the characters. Now all
Mhm.
I'm missing is Hiei, and then I have the full cast of the main characters signed.
Very nice.
So yeah, and actually, oddly enough, somebody hit me up for some of the extra ones that I have of those, and they're all those pops are vaulted now. By the way, I
Oh,
did
by
not
the
know.
way, I did start watching that 100 last night. I watched the first episode.
How you liking it? Speaking of which, that's what this other box is.
Oh,
Uh, a pickup from $7 a pop's last week's drop.
yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
by the
so far
way,
I'm liking it. So
you liking it? Yeah, it's interesting,
yeah,
man.
so
Let's
far.
see. Apparently, Ney uses a Canon 70D. I think that's what it is. Or 70D. I can't. I don't know if that's a zero or O. Pretty sure
I don't
Sean will
know.
correct this one.
I probably have the crappiest video because I'm using a cell phone.
Ah, there we go.
The Nord 10, complete with headphones.
Oh wow, this is double boxed.
Nice.
Yeah. And my gum is in the first box, so I'm gonna grab one of those and 10-second gum.
Mm,
Can you open the rest by the time the flavor is gone?
Seriously. So this one is what? I don't even remember. What's
Watermelon.
green? Apple? No, I think this is apple.
Yeah.
It's
well, you
Nasty.
know, if you open it and put it in your mouth, you could taste it.
Yeah, but I don't want to mix them. This is the regular.
You don't take both at the same time.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, it depends on who he is.
You know, whatever. Hey, a rent week is a rent week. Do not judge. Everyone's got to pay their bills.
Whatever.
I was just explaining why he's used to 2 at a time.
Well,
It's the only man I know who studies a gum wrapper.
no, I was trying to find a damn where to pull it from because it was stuck. It was stuck real good.
This conversation is not getting any better. Just saying.
Oddly enough, I do have an armor for this.
Was this the BTS pop you bought?
No, that's going to your house.
Please.
I would not send it to Canada.
Hell, I remember when they came to Hamilton, man. That was a shit show and a half.
So I got Clark on last week's drop.
Clark Kent?
No, Clark from the 100.
Oh, Griswold. Oh,
I'm saying Griswold myself.
Now
I don't see him as a Griswold guy.
Now I'm missing Bellamy, Raven, the Lexa and Lexa Chase, and yeah, God help me, I'll probably never have the Reaper Lincoln.
So, what would you do if I just I've been leading you on, and I actually have the whole set just sitting right behind me?
It wouldn't surprise me.
And
then he tells you, "Oh, I was at a con once, and I picked them up for $10 a piece."
I have to admit, I've had really good deals over the years.
Yeah,
The best still Dean when they mispriced
Anthony
it for
Blaze,
$80.
what's up, man?
Hey, Anthony, what's up, mate?
Anthony?
So what do you got there, Andrew?
Oh, you want me to open something?
Mm-hmm.
Well, as long as it's not alive, I mean, like a box will be fine.
Nope, it sounds like it's dead already, so we're good.
holding like a live squirrel.
It's dripping, but I'm not sure. It shouldn't be dripping. Interesting.
Person in your house, I'm gonna guess, likes Coca-Cola.
That's my sister's. She's a big Coca-Cola collector.
There's a few things.
There's actually somebody here selling one of those big giant circular Coca-Cola signs. like $200.
My grandfather's house in Honduras, he's got like one of the old anniversary bottles that they were giving away, like really old anniversary bottles.
Oh, it's double boxed. How about that? Box in a box. Box in a box. Oh, it's in one of the fancy Funko sorter boxes.
The ones I actually hate.
Why is the box tickling Drew?
Why is it what?
Why is it tickling you?
I don't know. Well, let's see. Is it this way?
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, wow. It's the Dora Explorer 2-box set.
Oh, I wanted that more than the one I thought he sent me. Cool. Yeah.
Oddly enough, that's one of the few pops you can touch it in front and kind of tell what it is.
Yeah, it's interesting. I'm not much for LeBron, but I can tell the old Bugs is right here, and the LeBron is here. I know it's because he's bald, ain't it?
Yeah. Well, that's when they were Batman and Robin.
Yeah, in the movie.
Well, I got some boxes right here. Oh no, look, and my address is on the front. Can you see it? Nope, no, you can't.
All right, do it now.
I mean, if someone wanted to actually pause it, that's fine. I mean, most of you guys are in the States, not like the closest people I get here is Ken and Lori, and I don't think they're going to drive the 4 hours just to find out that I'm at work.
Oh yeah. By the way, I should probably tell you who helped me with that. That's Richard Prez Richard. And
oh, nice.
Yeah, he helped me out the other day.
I've been wanting this pop for a while.
BTS?
No, that's PTS, but we talked about that later. John Waters.
It's creepy as hell. That's creepier than BTS.
Excuse me, he wrote some of the greatest movies, such as Cry Baby, Pink Flamingos, which we will never ever watch or even show clips of because it would. He also did Hairspray.
Oh yeah, that was interesting.
Oh, quiet you.
Nothing like John Travolta, right?
Yeah, well, I'm sure John Travolta was like in drag, like, you know what? I feel right.
Who the hell opens a box with a raptor claw?
Quiet you.
I don't know. I open boxes with this.
Nadia said he won that duo pack during a YouTube live, but traded it. I traded it for a 2011 Steve Austin.
Actually, those are nice.
But
okay, and this is the beginning of one of the band sets that I'm trying to put together. We got Devo.
Nice.
Satisfaction. Who does not like Devo?
People who don't know
who Devo is. Well, Devo taught me when a problem comes along, you got to whip it.
Whip it good?
Yeah, and that's why HR had that talk with me last Friday.
Considering the people who work with you, I was not surprised.
Oh, we're not having that conversation here. And Fall Out Boy, which I'm trying to get.
Boy, what happens backstage stays backstage.
Which I'm trying to get the whole set for Fall Out Boy.
How many are?
3, but one of them's a Hot Topic.
Pete Wentz. What's his face? The lead singer, the gay one. I can't remember his name.
You know what, Andrew? I'm just going to leave you at that. You go for it, buddy.
All right, sweet.
Okay, there's a U.S.
Well, a lot of people don't know.
Seems to be struggling a little. Maybe they need a Freddy. Oh, wow.
Lisa, same here. I actually love Crybaby as well. It's actually the first John Waters movie I ever watched. Please, Mr. Jailer, won't you let an honest man go free?
All right. Karaoke night with LBD.
Well, I mean, we all know he can do a really good Shakira.
His hips lie, though.
Oh, God, do they ever?
So there's a closer look, I guess, at Freddy Basketball. Is that one of the ones coming out soon?
Yep. Well, don't forget, it's the Olympics are on. Although, considering how the way things are right now, you wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Well, no, it just looks like a bunch of people in a field with nobody watching.
apparently the basketball team is not doing so well. That's why their child is kind of
Ooh.
poking fun at the basketball team. Maybe they need a Freddie Funko basketball. And I'm like, you shouldn't be making fun of anybody after that little fiasco with the Dobbies right now. Just saying you shouldn't be poking fun after that kind of a big of a situation.
Oh man, that was
That was
something, man. And
yeah,
they still haven't really they kind of brushed upon it. They didn't really,
yeah.
Feeling
I
agree.
kind of
Yeah.
like they said their piece and sidestep it like way
Yeah.
left.
Actually, my favorite sidestepping story of any major company was the first year, like 5 years ago, when they did the first Pokemon Day in Chicago,
Mm-hmm.
and the cell towers there couldn't handle the load of all the Pokemon players that were there naturally and the ones that had flown in from other countries. And they
Oh,
sent this
geez.
poor girl out. She had to be like an intern or like somebody there, from a tip age. And she's like, "You doing one of these on the microphone?" Hello. And people were just like, she hadn't even gotten the first word out of her mouth, and they're booing her and throwing things at the stage.
Oh, geez.
It's like, poor girl, man. I have a feeling how they picked her too. It's like, so who's the most disposable person? Or one of those whoever wants to volunteer, take a step forward, and everyone took one step back.
Right.
She wasn't paying attention.
Yeah.
Kind of deserved
Wait.
it.
Wait, I didn't take a step. No, everybody else did.
But sir, I haven't moved. They moved.
Doesn't matter. You're in the front.
Can the Demon Slayer stuff should be dropping for Funkoween, which is in October, right?
Well, actually, I could find out the exact date because I know EB Games, when you do a pre-order, they tell you what the date is. So let me check.
Yeah, well, it should be around that time. Sean is gonna try to get a closer exact date, but yeah, all that stuff, all the Demon Slayer stuff is attached to Funkoween, so it'll be around that time.
Yeah.
Everything went up for pre-order before that, everything went up for pre-order except for Box Lunch. That's it, right? Box Lunch is the only one that didn't go up for pre-order.
Yeah, and we secured that fairly easily.
Yeah.
You know what the irony of the situation is, though? Question is, who will get their stuff first? Like who will have a complete set first?
Yeah, that's actually pretty ironic because you would have to wait till your stuff gets to your reshipper.
September 20th.
So it would be also late September going into October then.
That's not bad.
Yeah. This makes sense. I would hope that they would try to get it before October just in case with all the delays that they have.
I think I'll hold back on your stuff until I have all mine. That way I can say I have it first.
Interesting.
Evil.
So there you go.
You know what the fun part is? All that stuff comes in separate boxes, so I want to make sure that I'm home that day because I am not traveling across. Really, LBD? Do I do stuff like that to you?
All the time.
Okay, as long as I'm consistent. My concern is because EB Games ships everything in separate boxes, so that's gonna be a hassle.
Yeah. I still think this is my favorite.
What's that? Flippers will get their set first. Laugh my ass off. I'm not a flipper.
I'm actually gonna try to hit Box Lunch this time. Since we got one in American Dreams. I set a day. I basically set this up with a friend of mine the other day when I tried to hit targets. I was like, look, man, I gotta go to the damn mall every once in a while. The American Dream one, since they have Box Lunch, I figured I'll work something out with him. I was like, look, I'll call you a couple days before. We'll set up the day. We'll go early. I'll try to grab what I can from Box Lunch or Hot Topic, whatever I need to do from there, right? And then with the rest of the day, we'll just have the kids at the theme park. So we'll spend the rest of the day with the kids at the theme park. That way, I make a day of it with that person.
Isn't there like a Pokemon daycare type deal where you can just leave the kids there and then come back in a couple hours?
No.
Oh, okay.
Well, actually, yes. There is such thing. It's called daycare.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You're free. Go.
But you know what? I was never put in daycare ever,
Me
Ah.
neither.
unless you count pre-kinder as daycare.
I consider most kindergarten daycare at that point because it's only half a day.
Actually, no. My school was full
No,
day.
I was gonna say, whose kindergarten were you going to? Because
Yeah, my
we
school
had
Yeah.
was
full day
full day.
kindergarten.
Well, here in Canada, we have junior kindergarten, which is basically preschool, and then we have kindergarten, and both are half days.
Hmm.
And then you have grade 1, and then up until I think like grade 7, they take away recess, so you don't get a recess at all.
Hmm.
And then I guess that's to get you ready for high school, and then you get high school. But the cool part about high school is you get out of school like an hour early, like you normally would if you were in grade school.
Yeah, we lost recess at 5th grade, and then you went, and then when you went to high school, you didn't get shit, and you went an hour earlier, but you got out an hour later or earlier. So yeah, I love school.
And
I never showed up.
there was a kid who was smart. He did summer school for his English classes. So like by his third year in high school, he was already ahead by like 6 classes.
Mm-hmm.
So he had like a bunch of spares.
Oh yeah, I went to an alternative school, and I went from 7 a.m. and then got out at 7 p.m. Plus, I did college courses while I was in school. So when I got out, I already had my prereqs done for college. So I was an overachiever.
I was a dropout and went back. I think I told you guys. I think I told you guys how that turned out.
Well, I dropped out too for a month.
No. I dropped out, and then when I decided to go back, I lost a job because I didn't have a high school education. Even though when I got the job, I never said I had a high school.
Oh,
it wasn't
yeah.
until like 2 years later they came out and said, "We noticed we don't have a copy of your diploma." That's because I don't have one. Well, you can't hold this job without a high school diploma. Well, I've been doing it for 2 years, and I never told you I didn't have one, or did have one for that matter. And so there was like this awkward week, and eventually they were able to fire me. And so I figured, okay, fine, I'll go and get my high school. So I went back to the. I signed up for summer school. Now, the only summer school in St. Catharines was the school that I dropped out of. And through a course of irony, I was taking advanced grade 10 English at like 22 after working and I was working part-time in a bookstore at that point. And so there I am sitting in this room that I dropped out of like several years later. And the teacher who's teaching me was the English teacher's TA who recognized me.
Ah!
And then on the board, she writes the word irony and says, "Can anybody explain the meaning of this word?" And I'm sitting there because I asked her afterwards because I went up after class. I went up after the class was over. I said, "I got to ask you a question." She's like, "What?" I said, Did you write that to fuck with me?" She goes, "No, it is actually part of my lesson plan." Like, oh, okay. Because literally, when you recognized me and I'm sitting in this classroom and you wrote the word irony, I was like, "Oh, please, you're fucking with me now."
Yeah.
It was fun. It was funny because when I graduated the alternative school, you could either graduate out by getting your GED or you got 2 credits towards graduation for doing it. I needed 2 credits to graduate, so I went and I aced the GED test, and I said, "Here's my GED," and she's like, "Oh, cool." I said, "Yeah, I needed 2 credits to get out of school." I said, "I'll see you guys at graduation," and walked out.
I went to an adult high school, and there was like
That's pretty much what I went to.
There were 4 groups of people. There were people like me who were, adults who just wanted to get their high school. Then there were the ones that were basically there and had to report every day to a parole officer who was actually on site, right? Then there was the ones who were like 16 and had minimum of at least 1 to 2 kids.
Mm-hmm.
And then the last and final ones were like the people that had worked in factories all their life, had retired, and just thought, "Oh, I'll get my high school. It'll be fun."
Oh, interesting.
I had a buddy who, so I got left back, but because of my accident, right? Basically, I had to, while I was in recuperation and doing therapy and all that stuff to walk, and they also were doing stuff for my studies. So I had to relearn a lot of things, besides walking, education wise, make sure my reading was okay and all that stuff. So when I
Mhm.
finally went back to school, I went to a school where it was, did you say the requirements were a lot higher than usual
Hmm.
for pretty much any class? Pretty much by the time you were graduating 8th grade, you were doing like junior stuff from high school.
Mhm.
So I ended up after doing the exam for placement, my placement test, basically when I got back and I was able to actually go to physical school again. I ended up staying back a year over the dumbest thing ever, which was freaking Roman numerals. Because I literally, as soon as I walked out of the damn door, I remembered exactly what they were. I was like, some bitch. I was like, whatever. Anyway, so I pretty much dealt with that. Oddly enough, the people that I were my classmates originally, eventually I caught up to them because they got left back naturally. Like they just did terribly and got left back. Not the
Yeah.
whole class, but a lot of the class ended up staying back with me eventually. It was at least like 4 or 5 of them, which was hilarious to me. But once I got to high school, I actually graduated when I was supposed to because I did double credits for a lot of stuff in my once I got to my final destination, basically, which is the
Yeah.
last high school I went to.
Hmm.
I even did a documentary of the ruins of Kopang and the Mayan ruins. I actually went to the physical location and like I flew out and I brought my camera and blah blah like. And at that time, people all had digital cameras. I had the old school camera still. That was nobody was buying a digital camera at my house.
We had a television arts in our adult high school because we had one of the classes because I was taking the graphics design course.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the things was you had to design a commercial and a product.
Nice.
So mine was Snap Crackle Oi kosher Rice Krispies.
Um, but the reason I kind of went through that was because one of the people who was in my that got left back with me,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like in grammar school, they actually ended up going to 2 of the same high schools I went to.
Hmm.
Together, we went together. The first one and then the last one, and I got him into the last one because it was a program for people who had troubles in other schools, basically. But you still
Hmm.
had to apply and pass their entrance exam, and you got in.
Yeah.
This guy graduated 7 years after I did,
Oh, jeez.
and it wasn't for lack of like opportunities, because that's the one thing that we have here in like New Jersey that I don't know, and probably a lot of other places, but there's so many programs for adults to finish school, like high school, that
Mm-hmm.
it's ridiculous if you don't find a place to do it.
Right.
At that point, is you're not trying.
Yeah. You're
Um,
not.
And it wasn't. He had a daughter, but I'll be honest with you, he wasn't taking care of her. It was mostly his sister and his parents, and who were basically responsible for that child. So that
Right.
wasn't an excuse. Like I know parents who went through that program. So that in the last school that I got him into myself, like the one where I graduated from, they even have a program for parents where they
Hmm.
babysit their kids.
Yeah, that's the same as the school I went to. They actually had a daycare, and actually
Yeah,
it was for girls that had
yeah.
kids and took parenting classes and all that stuff. That's why I like taking parenting classes because it was on the air conditioning side of the school. Otherwise you like smothered to death on the regular side because all the pregnant girls got air conditioning. I'm like, yeah, this is
hey,
bullshit. Like,
hey,
Hold on.
Andrew.
Where's the? He's holding up the metallic blue Imperial.
oh,
Batman.
how cute! I
Where's
need
the
one.
Joker, buddy? You need that set complete, don't you?
Sorry, what do I need?
The Joker metallic.
No, I have that. It's in the room.
Oh
He's
no,
got all of them.
I'm talking about the half purple one.
Oh, nah. Oh no, I'm still waiting for my non-metallic set actually, which I need to contact the
Store.
I need to contact the store, and I also need to contact another store about another purchase I made
Yeah,
because thy patience is wearing thin.
that other store you speak of, I have done. I'm already done with all that. I got all my stuff in, so yeah, yay me.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to mention names of any stores, just that thy patience is running thin, considering what I was told last by a mutual acquaintance of ours that Yeah, it's in the warehouse somewhere. They just don't know where it is. Well, we're getting close to the 2 month mark, and no offense, I am the most disorganized motherfucker you'll ever come across. However, if you give me 2 months, I could probably check that wall and find what it is I need to look and get out.
Yeah.
That's just me. But I mean, I'm gonna wait until next week, and then after ECC is done, I'm going to inquire in the polite
ECC?
Canadian way that I was taught. Hey,
Yeah.
KNL, how's it going, buddy?
What's
What's
up,
up,
Chris?
KNL? I'm pretty sure he has a live in like half an hour.
Yeah.
I
Well,
believe.
man, we're still. Well, we might be running maybe another half hour, 40 minutes,
Oh
something
yeah.
like.
Yeah, because once this is done, I have to pack shite up and get what do you call it?
I have to reorganize and pack whatever the post I made not too long ago. All that stuff has to go back in sorters because most of that stuff was in sorters. Yeah, I had an extra armor, so she's in there now, nice and tight.
That's good.
I gotta reorganize that section now. This is not a set I thought I was ever gonna go after, and then I got my first one. I was like, okay. I really enjoy the show, and since I'm cutting back on so many lines and so many different things, I honestly think I can do it, and not be an issue. And it's not a big line. We're talking what? 1, 2,
6.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pops in that whole.
Not related to what you were saying, but going back to earlier, did you guys see? Well, yeah. Oh no, it's a picture. Never mind. B Cobb's post about Big Apple.
No, let's see. What can you?
He ordered something. He ordered something 10 months ago, and basically sent them a nice little letter. Nothing, nothing, to us. Nothing rude or anything. Just basically, hey, where's my stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And they sent this really long-winded message that kind of just boiled down to, it'll get there when it gets there.
Oddly enough, remember how I got my Kiralas canceled from Hot Topic, the
Yeah.
fly Kiralas. So speaking of Big Apple, you said you can order them from Pop Culture, but I was like, they have them in Big Apple, whatever. It's gonna be the same thing, shared sticker. I figured, I don't have to pay double shipping because they have to ship them to you and then ship them to me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And at least these are just coming from New York. I have to worry about it less. My stuff was they already made a label for it, and that was like a month ago.
Yeah.
So that was surprising. I thought I was gonna have to wait a longer. So B Cobb, if you just happen to hear this, I'm sorry. I don't know. That's crazy.
Yeah, I've never had problems with Big Apple. I bought my Jack Nicholson Chase bundle from there. I bought my Hellbat from there. Bought something else from there too. I've never had a problem.
I stepped up and bought something from Big Apple. It's a Chase bundle. So, like I said, I wanted to try every site this year at least once since I was not going to be able to go out and do things.
Mm-hmm.
And the Chase set that I bought was the Iron Maiden Eddie bundle.
Mm.
Speaking of which, did you grab all the rest of them besides the?
Oh yeah,
Chase bundle?
easily.
Okay.
Because who doesn't like Iron Maiden?
Oh. I
like Iron Maiden.
You make comments like that, but I feel like you're always wondering if I actually care about what you're talking about when it comes to music. Dude, I listen to everything. I don't think there's probably like, unless it's like headbanger stuff where I can't understand what the hell is being said. It's probably like the only thing.
Well, technically, Iron Maiden is headbanger music.
I was gonna say,
I hate to break it to you.
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
I mean, he's a big fan of Megadeth. I mean, that is not headbanger music, though.
Megadeth is to a point. Some of their songs, not all of them.
I'm just saying.
No.
Saying, like, once you start speaking from the back of your freaking stomach, yeah, I'm good.
Slayer.
Yeah, like it's this. That's why I draw the line. But other than that, man, like, yeah, I understand because rock goes into like even other languages at that point, and I've listened to it in different languages.
Oh yeah, you ever heard of Rammstein?
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 It's Rammstein.
Stein.
Stein.
It's German.
Du
Leave it
hast,
alone.
du hast Switch. Du hast Switch
That song is actually really popular in the other
Oh,
form of work that
oh yeah.
I
Oh,
used to do.
actually,
Yeah, that.
speaking of somebody who's familiar with music and its origins, Mitch.
Oh,
There you
Mitch.
go.
Hello, Mitch.
Mitch understands me.
Great. that could be a good or a bad thing, depending on.
No, and it's funny because when my brother was under, like, I think he was like 17, 16, I took him to his first concert, and some of the opening bands were similar to that.
Hmm.
And I was like, yeah, I'm sticking to the bar. I gotta admit though, the crowd was interesting for sure.
Oh yeah.
My favorite was still with Power Glove being up there and doing the metal version of the Power Rangers song, and the bouncer just laughing his ass off because he's hearing, because you hear this like good, strong metal guitar riff of the beginning of the opening of the song, and everybody in the audience knows what it is, but you could see this bouncer standing like between the stage and the fencing, right? And you see the look on his face, because by this point I'm not even paying attention to the music. I'm looking at this guy's face, and he's like, "This sounds really familiar. Why does this sound familiar?" And all of a sudden, you hear the entire audience fist pump, "Go, go, Power Rangers!" And at which point, this guy who's like this big bouncer just kind of like putting his hand on one knee and just like you can't hear him laughing, but you can see that he's having a hard time breathing. He's laughing so hard, and every time it's like, "Go, go, Power Rangers," he's laughing harder.
Well, he recognized it. He can't laugh that hard.
I think it's the fact that he was standing there watching a bunch of metal freaks fist pumping to the Power Rangers song.
Well, here's the thing, man. Like, when it comes to stuff like that, okay, perfect example. Me and you, we exactly don't have the same kind of upbringing, but there's still things we have in common, and we both enjoyed as growing up. So
True. I mean, water, shelter, food, clothing.
you had shelter? Oh my god!
Yeah, you had indoor plumbing. It was amazing.
Yeah.
And
we had a shower thing too that we get it all clean with.
When the singer starts sounding like a Tasmanian devil.
Yeah.
Head PE.
That's where I crossed the line.
Are you ready?
Yeah, basically. Yeah, like I said, I've even when I was studying audio engineering, like, we recorded different styles of music all the time, and when you do that kind of work, you can't really be picky unless you have a name for yourself. You really can't pick and choose who you work for at that point.
True.
And
I still like the fact that it doesn't matter what metal band you are, what music band you are. If you have a bass player, that guy's at the lowest totem pole. Lowest of the totem pole.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. The drummer in the back's going, "Yes, I'm run higher."
Weren't you a drummer? Oh yeah.
Yes, I was.
Mm-hmm.
That's why every time I saw somebody pull a bass out, it's like, "Yes."
I mean, there's only like a few bases that people actually know about or give a shit about.
Well, it's like the joke for the new body wash by Old Spice. It's called like something, and it's got a silhouette of a guy with a guitar on it, and it's like, and the guy goes, "You are aware that that's not a guitar, it's a bass," and nobody's ever walked into a room and going, "Oh man, that smells like bass player. I wish I smelled like that."
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, Mitch. I was like, wait, that's almost a bass player.
He was a bass player.
My friend Alex, the guy I told you, he used to scare that one girl with the chainsaw and hockey mask the one year, the 6'7" guy. He's a bass player. Although
that's what made me laugh a little bit more, because like in my mind I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, that's almost a bass player.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. That's weird.
I just wanted him to pop up randomly though. I was hoping for it so bad.
Or
what's wrong with bass players?
Oh, nothing. So you have to understand, the music I played was, when I started learning, was blues. So 80% of blues songs is from a bass riff. So you're following the bass player half the time, which was fine. It's when you start getting into like, start playing metal and stuff like that and speed metal, you don't get a lot of bass. There isn't a lot of bass players in power metal.
I mean, if you listen to Korn, there's a deep bass presence in their music. Or if you're Flea from Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Oh, fuck, man.
Just saying.
Don't forget Dave Mustang.
Oh, yeah? Yeah. That too.
Yeah, there's Dead Zone. Keep it up.
So who messaged him?
I'm willing to bet his fingers were on fire.
You know what? At this point, we can just play Russian roulette or who messaged him, because pretty much a few people in here would be willing to do that.
It's not me.
I used to play bass until I became a man. Why do I see Quick Draw and his balls dropping? And all of a sudden, he's like, how do I play this again?
When the balls drop, the beat drops, apparently. I grew up and picked up the camera.
Well, it's like my friend Alex, when he got his very first bass, he left it in the backseat of his car overnight, and somebody broke into his car and stole the bass guitar. This was like 2 years ago. The first message on his Facebook was, who would steal a bass guitar? And I'm reading and I'm going, that's not a nice thing to say. I mean, you spent all that money on it.
Yeah.
I had to restart my phone. My phone was acting a little crazy.
No.
And
Mind you, I still think they're still one step higher than the guy who used to play the guitar, the keytar. I can barely even say it right.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I was wondering if there's like somebody out there that's like the master of the keytar, and he's putting up signs on a telephone pole going keytar lessons.
People are probably going, what the hell's a keytar? Look in the 80s.
No, I think my favorite story was there was a drummer who apparently stole like his whole career, like it was like the best song he's known for, or like the best part of the song that he's known for. I forget what band it was. Apparently, it was all sampled off of like funk.
Yeah.
Well,
one of the greatest bass lines that's ever been used, like redubbed and reused, is from a funk song. I can't think of the name of it right now.
Yeah, but I remember because somebody, there was a producer, a singer and producer who was interviewing that drummer. He was like, oh yeah, that drum line, blah blah, all that stuff. Like he was talking about, like singing his praises. He was like, that wasn't me. It's like all that credit goes for this, and he's actually spoken to the actual person who created it. He was like, yeah, man. He actually thanked the guys, like, you made me famous.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember who was it? Famous bass line used in songs. It was. I'm trying to remember the name of but it's a song that's been sampled several times.
I had a video of it, but I don't know where it is.
Yeah, I just remember seeing a documentary of it, and it was like some R&B, and then it ended up getting used in like rap and hip hop, and then eventually it made its way into rock for a bit.
Interesting.
Mind you, one of my favorite actually songs I like that has a really good bass is YYZ by Rush.
Of course, Canadian band.
Damn Skippy, and they're still on the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. It's a shame.
Dave Grohl.
He was the drummer for Nirvana. Now he's the lead singer for Foo Fighters.
Oh, yeah. There's an interview of him talking to Pharrell. It was Pharrell.
And he, I think he played in Queen of the Stone Age too, if I'm not mistaken, for a while.
I think everyone did at one point.
Yeah, that's a good point.
What are you doing tonight? Playing for Queens of the Stone Age. Oh, okay. I'll see you there next week then.
Oh, the song was Nevermind.
Nevermind from Nirvana.
Come as you are.
Basically, that was all stolen from somebody.
And I want you.
He openly admits that, by the way.
Oh yeah.
I mean, if you actually listen to music, there's a lot of music you listen to that is the
Yeah,
same
but
riffs and
but one thing is to, have a studio drummer, and another thing is to literally just sample like
Yeah.
someone's
Mhm.
stuff and then be
Oh
famous
yeah.
for it later. Like
Well,
for years, but for years people didn't know, you know.
Yeah.
well, don't forget there have been a lot of drummers that have been kicked out of bands and replaced with a machine, and man, that's gotta suck.
Yeah. That's
Where's
horrible.
Where's your new? Sorry, we got a new drummer. Where is he? He's right there. That's a box. Yeah, I know. Look.
That guy never runs out of energy. Just saying.
1/10 the weight and 100% none of the hassle.
Never snorting lines of coke off the bathroom sink either.
You know what? You're absolutely right, Lisa. I was saying to LBD a while back. I was watching some Elvis thing that my mom was into, and I'm watching, and all these songs I know, but they're not his. And I was like, and I asked her because I'm not an Elvis fan by any stretch. I have no interest in the man. And I said, did he ever write anything original? She goes, no. He all he did was covers of other people's work. And I was like, are you serious? There isn't a single original song this man wrote, or at least somebody wrote for him to sing.
Nice. Cover stuff.
Look at Sean. Yeah. First he's talking shit about, the bass and Dead Zone's mad. Now he's talking about Elvis. Jeez. You're just hitting Dead Zone hard tonight, aren't you?
Hey, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with Elvis. I'm just saying up until like a year ago, I just thought he wrote his own music. I mean, I didn't hate him. I didn't hate him or like him. I just knew, he was always just somebody that was there, somebody who existed.
Oh yeah.
And then when I watched doing, I think it was his Blue Hawaiian show that he was doing when he was singing Hawaii in the 70s, and all the songs I was listening to, and I was like, and I asked because I thought maybe, and then I looked up the set that he sang for that entire show, and they're all covers, and I was like, how did he become famous by doing covers? Because there's a lot of there are a lot of bands out there that do a lot of covers, and
it's a perfect example of that is Michael Jackson's dance moves. Like there's like literally 4 to 5 dance moves that he's known for that all equate to Michael Jackson, but were actually done in like
30s.
Like in Mexico though, out of all places. Like, really? I didn't believe it until I saw it. I was like, wow, that is crazy.
Yeah. Dead Zone said it best. He was an entertainer and singer, not a songwriter. And I realize that, Dead Zone, and there are a lot of singers out there that aren't songwriters, and people write songs for them, and they go out and sing it, and they make a great career. But those songs are original songs that were made for that singer. I would have figured in his, granted, his career was long, and it could have been longer, but I just figured somewhere between point A and point B, somebody would have wrote a song for him.
This is crazy.
I guess if it's not broken, don't fix it.
Well, yeah. I mean, let's be honest. It's like the guy who came up with like NSYNC and Backstreet and all that. He had a formula, and that it worked. And now he's currently sitting in a prison, I believe.
Interesting. That's something new I didn't know.
If you watch the documentary regarding any of those bands, those kids had no money. I forget who it was saying they were sitting at a hotel in Florida, and they didn't even have enough money to go and buy dinner that night.
Oh man!
They had to call their parents and borrow money.
Doesn't surprise me.
Meanwhile, their faces on T-shirts and CDs and records and back then cassettes, and they were on TV shows, and they were doing all sorts of stuff. And meanwhile, they didn't have any money.
That's crazy.
Well, guys, we have kind of come to the end of the line here.
Ooh, Jackie Wilson, another singer I like.
But it's been an interesting day for sure. We've touched on a lot of things.
Jerry Reed.
We laughed a little. We cried a little. We even grew a little.
Grow is a strong word. I don't know about
no one's ever growing here.
Progressive?
You know what? Direction is direction. Doesn't matter which way, right?
I was gonna say I might be growing this way, but
I think most
That's
people
about
are right now. Okay,
at my age,
but thank you everyone who's still here, who came and hang out with us earlier.
yes.
Really appreciate all the support. Usually we we used to do a lot of games and stuff like that, but it's just been too crazy to really get that part of it together again. But I don't think it's gone forever. I think we will I'll try to make it more of a theme, like once per month or something when it comes to games. Try something different. I don't want to do something that everybody's done already. If anything, I'll keep to what we were doing. But if I can find something else interesting, I'll definitely
Oh,
get
yeah.
at it.
Sounds good.
I am happy with everything that came in so far. And that we opened. I
Yeah.
know Andrew's very happy with his stuff, and
Oh yes.
Sean. Well, I think he'll be a little bit happier tomorrow.
Speaking of which, tomorrow will be the 2-year anniversary of my channel. Well, not the official. The official is actually Friday, but we're doing it Monday. Will be the 2-year anniversary of my channel. We're gonna have some fun games.
Yes.
I have 3 pops that are gonna be up for grabs, but you got to be there to win them. I'm also going to throw in 10 coffee crisp bars, some other little giveaways. We also are going to do a soda break. I have 12 sodas, 6 of each, so we'll see what we get from that. I picked
Side
those up.
note, I will be entering those giveaways just for the candy.
And I will just be giving something away tomorrow. I don't need candy.
See.
Well, yeah, because you're growing this way, right?
Yes.
As soon as he got the kidney, he's like, "Sugar, you're my new mistress."
Well, it was more. It was more the pancreas. When I got the diabetes were gone, I was like, "Yep." And here come the Twinkies.
Continue, Sean, where you were trying to finish off.
Hey, go ahead, buddy.
So we're gonna do a soda. We're gonna do a soda break on there. I also have a AOK that was sent to me by a fellow viewer, so we're gonna open that up there. Hopefully, she'll be there that day. All the fun and festivities will be taking place at 7:15, and we'll probably end at about 9:15, or somewhere around there. So yeah, we'll have a great time.
Sounds like a blast.
All right, everyone. Well, like I said, thank you for coming, and obviously be there tomorrow for Sean. That should be an interesting day. Hope wish him luck. Obviously, with his what do you have, like 7 or 12 sodas over there?
12.
12.
There you go.
They're all sitting in a bag behind me right now.
There you go. Oh.
Type 5 diabetes.
Oh God.
So, all right, everybody. It's been fun. Glad
Cheers.
everybody got to